Your isolation period is not permanent, but the only way you'll feel like you're stuck and stagnant is if you don't go through it. And I know when you have gone through a significant amount of trauma and trials and tribulations and obstacles and betrayals and etc., you feel easily discouraged and you easily want to give up. But speaking from experience, if you give up, if you stay still, all those people who went against you and the betrayal that you experienced will continue to talk negatively about you and not care about you and live their best life while you suffer and while you hold on to the karma of other people. It doesn't make it right. It doesn't make it acceptable. I'm not here to justify or condone what has happened to you, but a lot of people cannot help themselves, so a lot of people cannot help you. Now, if you do have friends and families and supporters who love you and appreciate you, always treat them well, and you know they'll be there for you, other than God, ancestors, and universe. But that's the thing, when you're in your isolation period, is for you to build a relationship with God, ancestors, and universe. If you believe in those things, it's for you to figure out who you are. It's for you to learn valuable lessons, so therefore when it's time for you to move forward and get the things that you worked for and the things that you prayed for, you're able to sustain them. But you're not going to be able to receive them, you're not going to be able to experience them if you don't let go of that old version of you. And that's what your isolation period is for, to show you who you used to be, to show you who you're becoming, and to show you what you are. And it doesn't matter how long it takes you to be in your isolation period, because you have to grieve, you have to verbally acknowledge and talk about and identify what has happened to you at an early age, based off of what you saw, based off of what you've been exposed to, whether it's negative or positive, right or wrong, the dysfunction, corruption, confusion from family, friends, mental abuse, psychological abuse, emotional abuse. You have to realize that when you go through a significant amount of trauma, it affects you and it changes who you are. So in this period, I need you to rest. I need you to take naps. You're not lazy. Your body has to heal. Physically, your body has to heal. I need you to cry. I need you to be vulnerable. You're not weak because you're vulnerable, like you're a human being. Anybody who is hell bent of making you feel like a bad person for being vulnerable is evil, and they're wicked. Evil people do not cry. Evil people do not have empathy or sympathy, and that's what you're not. Do not end up becoming the people who try to hurt and harm you just because they were miserable and they didn't want to take the time to get to know themselves or forgive themselves. Until you realize that you have to go through this temporary form of discomfort, you're constantly going to be in the same cycles with the same battles, holding on to memories that causes PTSD, OCD, ADD, 1, 2, 3, anxiety, and being depressed. And I know, because I'm your favorite mental health specialist who's a naturopathic physician and your favorite rich auntie. And even if I wasn't, psychologically holding on to past trauma that no longer resonates with your current reality is not going to help you move forward. It's going to keep you paralyzed and make you feel stuck and stagnant.